Another volatile day on Wall Street as US President Trump finally breaks his silence over the stock market, tweeting this last hour. In the old days, when good news was reported, the stock market would go up. Today, when good news is reported, the stock market goes down. Big mistake. And we have so much great news about the economy. Well, here's a look at the Dow Industrials right now. You can see it's up just over 300 points, about 1.25%. Rebounding, of course, from the losses we saw from Friday. Maggie Lake joining us now with more on all of this. And after such a volatile session, it does appear to be bouncing back, Maggie.
It does, but it's still volatile, Lynda. I mean, we've had a swing of 400 points in just the first couple hours of trade, and if the president's going to be tweeting about the stock market, he's going to have to keep his phone right in his hand because things change rapidly. But listen, I think a lot of people were expecting to see a little bit more buying. We opened lower because there is a still sense of nervousness, but once we didn't continue to go down again, the buyers stepped back in. But it's not over. It doesn't mean we won't go down again. There is a feeling that we're going to be in this choppy period as the market tries to figure out whether it's going to resume the rally and retest the highs or whether there's a more substantial correction to come. That's not decided yet. So expect to see these sort of swings, perhaps not this big, as the bulls and the bears sort of debate which is the best direction, Lynda.
And Maggie, of course, the stocks first, we saw a tank on Friday. Just explain what triggered that.
Lynda, I think there are two things going on. From a sort of trading perspective and maybe a little bit more short term, there was a feeling that the market had just gotten ahead of itself, that it was on a one-way march higher, regardless of the news out there, and that it had gone too far, too fast, especially from January. We saw that 5% gain right out of the gate in January. So there was a feeling like it was due for a correction. Markets are supposed to correct and consolidate. Longer term, there is another fundamental reason behind it, and that is concern about inflation. When you have the economy overheating, there's talk in Washington that if they come to a budget agreement, maybe it's going to mean even more stimulus, that you'll see inflation come back and interest rates start to move higher. How much higher, how quickly, unknown. So combine those two, ripe for a correction and some fundamental concern about interest rates, and that's what you saw collide on Monday. That was overdone. We're seeing it come back, but again, you're going to have this push and pull continue in the markets.
All right, Maggie Lake for us, covering the stock exchange and the market there. Good to have you with us. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Lynda.